Good morning from Disneyland. We are here for rope drop. We are so excited. Today we've actually purchased Lightning Lane. So because we have Lightning Lane, we're gonna start Fantasyland because most of the attractions in Fantasyland do not have a Lightning Lane. So you wanna knock out those attractions first. So I'm gonna share with you guys today what it looks like to rope drop Fantasyland. 7:32 and they let us in the gates. Here at the end of Main Street, you have two options if you wanna do Fantasyland. You have this right here. There's a rope right there in front of the castle. And we're gonna head over here to this rope because we're gonna actually do Alice in Wonderland. There's also a rope over there for those going to Tomorrowland. There's literally a rope right here. And at 8 o'clock, they will take the rope down, and that's why it's called rope drop. So there's the rope, and it's blocking people from going any further here into the parks. Like I said, it was like 7:32, so maybe it's 7:35, 7:37 right now. And these are the people that are lined up for rope drop. So this entire area is going to fill up. Don't be overwhelmed by that. Don't think, oh no, there's so many people. No, they will disperse. It'll be just fine. This just happens right here at rope drop. But rope drop in the morning, okay, so rope drop actually starts at 8 o'clock. Anyone can rope drop. You can rope drop here at Disneyland or over at Disney California Adventure. Rope drop is for anyone, like I mentioned, and you can come and you can get here. I recommend being at the security gates, through the gates, between like 7:15 and 7:20 so that you can get through. They actually let you on in through the parks around 7:30ish. So you want to be through security and everything and into the Esplanade, which is the area between Disneyland and Disney California Adventure, no later than like 7:20. So plan on that. It takes a little while to park and do all those things, so keep that in mind. Now, this is going to continue to fill up until 8 o'clock. Then at 8 o'clock, they're going to drop those ropes right there, and then everyone's going to disperse, go off to their different attractions, whatever they're headed to. And the first 2 hours of the morning are the best time to be here as far as wait times. The crowds are really low because there's just not as many people that are willing to get up on their vacation and do rope drop, which I totally understand. But I'm gonna show you the benefits of rope drop and why it really does benefit you coming and getting here this early because you can get a lot done. Like I said, we're gonna start in Fantasyland. The goal is to start at Alice in Wonderland, so we're gonna go right through here. And we're gonna head over to Alice in Wonderland, not through the castle, over there. I don't recommend doing Peter Pan at rope drop. Several reasons for that, because it's a slow moving, like loading attraction, and you can't get very many people on the attraction in the morning. And then like right away, the line has like a 45-minute wait. So you're wasting 45 minutes of precious ride time in the morning. So don't rope drop Peter Pan unless you are like the first person in front of that rope over there. I would not recommend doing that. Show you how much it's filled in since we've been standing here. It's about 7:55. So you can see how people have filled in, and now we're going to get ready to go. They're going to drop the rope, and we're going to head to Alice in Wonderland. And we're off, walking with purpose, not running. One of the first ones on. There's maybe like 12 people ahead of us. We're next. Here we go, Alice in Wonderland.
And I fell down. The adventures of Wonderland began when I followed the white rabbit down the rabbit hole. All of a sudden, I fell. Down. He went this way. No, that way. And then the important thing. All right, say hello, good night,
Shall we play croquet?
Rule 42. The queen will always win.
Dumbo. It says 5 minutes. I'm sure it's more than 5 minutes, but that's okay. It's still going to be a short wait. Here with a group of friends, and one of the things they asked for was for us to bring like a photo, an old photo, one of our first memories at Disneyland. I don't really remember this, but this is one of my very first photos with my dad. We became my family when I was almost 3, Disneyland. Look, it's Dumbo. I love it. So cute. Yep, that's me. So fun. That was sweet. What a fun, like, I don't remember the photo when I was 3, but I love that we have that and that I can just, anyway, that was great. That almost brought me to tears. So great memories. I have been going to Disneyland since I was in my mom's tummy, actually. But yeah, anyway, so we just got off Dumbo. Now we're headed over here to Snow White. It's 8:30. We're doing great. All right.
And only ask what precious
There's Captain Hook. Look, it's Captain Hook. Next up is Pinocchio's Daring Journey. Here we go. We just got off of that and it is 8:56. We are gonna head over here and do Mr. Toad's up next, his wild ride. 15-minute wait. Look, those are standing in line. Here's a wandering character, it's Peter Pan. Look, he's signing autograph books. I love Fantasyland in the morning.
And legs inside, and do supervise your children. Have a jolly good ride.
that is all.
Headed into Toontown to go to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Here we go. So it's a 10-minute wait. Even though we have Lightning Lane, we're not using our Lightning Lane for this attraction because it's just a 10-minute wait. So that's kind of like a waste of a Lightning Lane. So make sure you understand how to use Lightning Lane when you do come. If you purchase it, the whole video how to become a Lightning Lane Pro. If the wait is only 10 minutes, don't use your Lightning Lane, save it for later or go do something else. When you go in the Lightning Lane, you miss a lot of the queue, which is too bad because this is such an adorable queue. So make sure you look at the queue if you are standing in line, and if you have the opportunity to just stand in the regular line, do it. So many cute things in this attraction. You miss all of this when you go through the Lightning Lane. This is my favorite right here, the concession stand. I love all the details right here. Okay, look at these. So there's certain dates. Make sure you look at the dates. You know what these dates mean? And then look, there's free candy on the 6th Tuesday. There's never a 6th Tuesday. Hidden Mickey's in there.
Hi, Goofy. Well, beautiful day for a picnic. Yep, we're off to the park.
It is a good idea to come and do Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway in kind of the morning hour because it's cooler over here. And then if you want to spend some time over here in Toontown, it's not as crowded, and so I really like that idea. Actually, we've decided, because we are right here and Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin has a little change to it. My understanding is the cars don't like spin around, which is what I didn't like. I mean, I don't really love the attraction, to be honest, if we're being honest here. But anyway, it's right here. It has a short wait time, and if you come to Toontown, there are 3 attractions here. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin. Oh, it says it's a 40-minute wait. Okay, all right. Well, we'll see if this is what we actually want to do. That was the app that failed us. The app said the wait time was 5 minutes. We were like, we're right here. Let's come over here. If the app said 5 minutes, yeah, but a 40-minute wait, I would not wait 40 minutes for this ride. That's just me personally. So we're not going to do Roger Rabbit, but Roger Rabbit is over here. And then also the Gadgets Go Coaster is over in the other corner. So there's 3 attractions in Toontown. This is such a cool, just Disneyland view. The train, the dolls coming out of Small World. Right here at the pretzel cart in right by Small World, so in Fantasyland. Chris, are you gonna give them some information? So right here they sell cream cheese pretzels and the regular pretzels.
Focus. This is the thing. When you're vlogging, you gotta keep going. Keep going. Ready and take 2.
Oh. Stop. Chris,
No distractions.
Chris, I am not being distracted by you. Okay, all right, we're talking about pretzels right now. We're talking about the pretzels. Do you like cream cheese pretzel or regular pretzel? What's your choice?
Cream cheese all the way.
Okay,
It
what
is
about regular
so
pretzel
good.
with like the cheese sauce? No? You're cream cheese.
I just get the cream cheese. It
Okay.
is so
All right.
good, it's amazing.
Okay, all right, and you can only get it at this cart right here in Fantasyland, right? Where else can you get it, Chris? You can get it at, isn't there, where else can you get the cream cheese pretzel?
They had it in Tomorrowland.
They used to. I don't know. And I know they do over Bayside Brews in California Adventure, but Jen would know. Jen, where else can you get cream cheese filled pretzel?
Okay, so you can do it over by
Tomorrowland?
Tomorrowland.
Okay. Still there. Here it is. There it
Oh,
is.
there it is. The cream cheese.
in Coke Corner.
Oh, a refreshment corner.
First corner, yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm wrong.
You're good.
And then over in California Adventure.
Bayside Brews.
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. I got them all. Yay! There's our cream cheese filled pretzel.
This is the best. Wait.
Oh,
This
what?
is what people want in videos. They want you to eat on camera. So
Oh, okay.
on camera.
All right, go, Chris, go.
I don't-
Me, take a big bite. Oh, okay. Oh, that's like a really big bite.
There you go.
The other nice thing about this snack is it's always here. It's not a seasonal item. That's the problem. Is sometimes you find like food, or you see people talk about food, and it's like seasonal, and you can't find it the next
He's a
time you go to
naughty girl.
Disneyland. What? But these,
You are so good.
they are so good, and you can find them any time of year.
Any time of year. The cream cheese is actually a little bit sweet.
It is. It is. Yeah.
So unexpectedly good. It's amazing.
It's 10 o'clock and we are in line for Small World. We've probably been in line about 10 minutes, so really short wait. Look at the dolls. This happens every 15 minutes. I just saw Pinocchio walking around, but here's Geppetto. I don't know where Pinocchio went. But again, characters roam around in Fantasyland. It's so fantastic. I do love the roaming characters here at Disneyland. There's Pinocchio. I knew I saw him. Do you guys know Peter too? He's the clapping guy here at Disney. It's Peter too. Good morning. Clapping. Yes. I met him a long time ago. Good morning. How are you? Recap as we walk over to Hyperspace Mountain. So this morning in the first 2 hours, we rope dropped and we did Alice in Wonderland. Then we did Dumbo. Then we did Snow White. Then we did Pinocchio. Then we did Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and we just ended with Small World. So that was 7 rides. Now, I do have a video. I will put it, link it here that you can watch. I did 12 rides in 2 hours, all the Fantasyland rides except for Peter Pan. Because it's important, if you don't get up there right at the front, Peter Pan's like not my rope drop choice, like I mentioned earlier in the video, but you can get so much done, and then you can hit Peter Pan like at the end of that. Because now, you know, the 2 hour window, I kind of go by a 2 hour window. First 2 hours get as much done. And then like we just stopped and had a snack. Actually, we had a snack earlier, but I'm with a group, so that's the other thing. Is it just depends on who you're with. Like, you kind of want to go with the flow. It's actually been really nice today because I'm not in charge of anything. I'm with a group of people, and they're telling me where we're going, what we're doing, and it's actually been kind of pleasant. Sometimes, you know, it's not always like, I like to be the one that's in charge and know, because I know what I'm doing, but also it's kind of a relief to not be the one in charge, if you know what I mean. That's it for this rope drop video. I hope that you have enjoyed this, that you've learned some things along the way. I have lots of rope drop strategy videos that I like to test and I like to do things. I think it's just good for you to like watch them and figure out the things that I repeat, things that I do that are the same, and decide what's best for you, because not every rope drop strategy is gonna be for every family and for every like group, because it just depends on what your likes are, and like if there's height requirements, if you have little ones, babies, if you have all adults and they're like thrill seekers or whatever it is. So hopefully this has been helpful, and hopefully you have a magical day. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Till the next one, have a good one.